Today's video is sponsored by my Patreon. Check the link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon to join. You get all my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, more access to me throughout the day. Again, all that's on Patreon, link down below. Now, let's get into the video. As we're kicking off 2022, the stock market is looking pretty dang good so far. It's currently 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have the S&P and the Dow up 0.2%. We have the Nasdaq up 0.7%, and we have the Russell up 0.6%. So today we got to break it down. We have to go over some charts, some stocks, my thoughts on the market. So sit back, relax, hit the like button, subscribe, get your 2 stocks from Webull and your $50 from M1 Finance, link down below. And with that being said, let's talk. So like I said, guys, we're green all across the board today, even though if you look at SPY on the intraday chart, it's been a little bit volatile. Take a look here. On the intraday, we were at 478 pre-market. We ran up to about, well, we actually dipped into market open. Then we saw a little bit of a pop to 477.50 as the markets opened, then a big drop to 473. Now we're running back up above 475 into 476. So even though we've been very volatile so far, the markets are still green. And the Nasdaq is leading the way. Like I said, the Nasdaq is up over 0.7% right now, thanks to Tesla. And I made a video on Tesla earlier. Check it out. Tesla is up over 11% today. So by the looks of it, on the 4-hour chart, guys, SPY is, as of now, and things are always subject to change, but as of now, SPY is bouncing off that 50 moving average, and the second it breaks under it, which again, it's not doing that yet. In fact, like I said, it's bouncing, but once we break under, if we do, then we might start going mid 460s. That is my target if we fail at 475. So keep that in mind when it comes to SPY. And for triple Q, let's pop that up. Let's see what it's doing. I actually got my alert. One of my alerts hit earlier at 400. It seems like now with the Nasdaq doing better, tech stocks doing well so far today, triple Q is back over 400, and that is good for the bulls, especially now that we're breaking above or holding above and bouncing off of the 50 SMA. So if I'm a bull for triple Q, when it comes to triple Q, I need to see it hold 400. As long as we're above 400, we start gaining momentum to 405, we're well on our way in that scenario to get to all-time highs. But the second we hold, or break rather, under 400, we're probably going to start going 395, maybe even lower. So that's why I have a bunch of alerts on triple Q. I had 3, like I said. The $400 one got hit, or it triggered, but now I still have 405 to the upside and 395 on the downside, so we can see what ends up happening there. So what do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below. Make sure to smash the like button if you guys are finding value in this video so far. And now let's talk about some stocks that, in my opinion, are getting ready to move in a big way. Number 1 is PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL. This stock today is up 3%. It's up $5.50, and after a couple of weeks of consolidation, about a month and a half pretty much, we're finally starting to gain some momentum back towards $200 per share. And we're breaking above not only the 50 SMA, we have been actually the past couple of days, but now with today's green day so far up 3%, we're breaking above the 180 SMA as well. And it seems like a reversal is occurring. On top of that, I'm noticing, and I've been noticing, I've mentioned this on the channel, I'm noticing a bullish divergence on this 4-hour chart. And if I pull back a bit to the 3-year chart on PayPal, we're clearly holding a higher low above 160, 180, which is that 180 SMA support on this 3-year chart, which has been support over the past couple of years. So in my opinion, PayPal got way too hot. $310, way too hot. It needed this pullback. There was a lot of selling, profit taking, tax loss harvesting in January, or not January, December, probably November as well. And now we're starting to see people getting back into PayPal, thus pushing it higher, right? Momentum's kicking in, volume's kicking in, and I'm just waiting for that day where this thing just goes ballistic to the upside. I have a feeling it's going to have a day where it's up 5-10%, maybe on an earnings call, maybe a catalyst comes out, they acquire a company, I have no idea, but I believe that this will do well. I really do, over the course of 2022. And all you guys in my Patreon, again, you get all my moves, my buys, sells, call outs, morning videos, all that good stuff. I have been buying, you guys in Patreon know, I've been buying PayPal. It's one of my positions, long-term positions. And again, I think it's going to do very well. I think it's well positioned after it got crushed in the latter half of 2021. It's well positioned to do well in 2022. So keep your eyes on PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL. And then we have good old Macy's. Macy's and Nordstrom, I mean, both of these are up about 6% just today. And looking at this chart, Macy's is about to test, well, it actually is testing. It's about to potentially break out of $28 to $28.50. If you guys take a look, that was resistance back in the middle of October. And also, let me see here, when was this? Beginning of December. And on top of that, it's also right by the 180 SMA on this 4-hour chart. So needless to say, if we break $28.50, it needs to break, we're probably going to start seeing momentum above $30 on this stock. And on top of that, we're noticing an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So this is setting up for a breakout. We just need to see the break above 28.50 and above 29. At that point, this up to 32 is where I think it's going to be going. And the next gap, if it's, let's say it goes to 32 and it breaks 32, this might be going back to 37, 38. And I don't want to get ahead of myself here because we're not yet above $30 per share, but I'm just showing you guys what I'm seeing on the chart. I'm just outlining important levels, and I'm telling you guys, hey, look, if we do break 29, we're probably going 32, which was resistance back in November, all throughout November. And if we break 32, we're probably going to start going mid-high 30s. That's just what I'm seeing based on this chart. And we're noticing volume starting to kick up. Chart's looking great. Now we just got to break 29 bucks. So set your alerts. I really like Macy's here. Ticker symbol M. And the next stock that we're going to talk about, and we did call this out this morning on Patreon, it is JP Morgan. Ticker symbol JPM. This, like Macy's, I'm also noticing an inverse head and shoulders. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. You guys can see it now. We broke above the 50 SMA a couple of days ago. Now today, and I mentioned this in the morning video on Patreon, we're breaking out of the 180 SMA. I actually don't think we were breaking above it quite yet in the morning, but as the day progressed up until now, we started breaking out of the 180 SMA. So in my opinion, this is gaining momentum. Volume's kicking up. This is gaining momentum in the new year as we just started off 2022. And I think there could be momentum towards the high 160s, probably even back to the 170s. Now, with that being said, we do have a dividend payment in 2 days. It looks like they're going to be paying $1 per share. So keep in mind when stocks pay dividends, a lot of people don't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this because I'm not a BSer, right, guys? When stocks pay dividends, the stock price typically goes down that day what the dividend payment is. So, for example, JP Morgan, the stock's $162 right now. They pay $1 dividend. The stock might go down $1 that day. It probably will recover afterwards. But keep in mind, on the 5th, it might go down a little bit. Maybe even the day after that. I don't know. But ultimately, that's not a concern for me over the next couple of weeks because typically what I've seen, at least, stocks that pay dividends, yes, they go down a little bit, but then they recover for the most part. Not always, but a lot of the time, right? Especially if the markets are in good conditions, which as of now, it seems like they are. So JP Morgan is breaking out, inverse head and shoulders above the moving averages. I think this could be a play up to 165, 170, maybe even higher than that. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you all enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys own any of these stocks? PayPal, Macy's, JP Morgan. Let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to check out my Patreon. If you guys want all my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, more access to me throughout the day, all of that's on Patreon, link down below. Or you guys can go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. Make sure to also get your 2 stocks from Webull with any deposit. That's linked down below. And you could also get $50 from M1 Finance, also linked down below. And with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll pop the Tesla video up here. Check it out. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys there. Thanks for watching as always. Keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there. Peace out, guys.